At home that has 465-star reviews on it. It is the only order of this year. It is exclusive to us here at QVC right now, and over 65,000 of these have already been picked up. Why is everybody loving this? Well, it could be because it's a fan that has a mister to it. It could be because it's a fan that has an oscillating feature, that also has a tilting feature, that is both indoor and outdoor safe and IPX4 rain resistance. It could be maybe because it's a fan that converts not just from its pedestal, but also into a tabletop version that weighs just 6 pounds, that has a remote control that magnetically connects to the back, that has a battery to power all of it, and on the low setting will last for 24 hours. Those are just a few of the reasons that people have been loving and constantly giving hundreds of 5-star reviews on this. But I'm loving right now that we have a sale price that saves you $50, free shipping and handling that saves you an additional $16. So we're looking at $66 of savings today on something that is so unbelievably powerful and so unbelievably cooling as well. If you were purchased this separately, you would find a price tag of $238 for everything that you're getting, which includes not just the fan, but also the mister. That's going to give you the car charger as well, because yes, you're going to use this on the go while you're camping, while you're tailgating. You will want to be able to recharge it up, and this will allow you to do so on the go. You're also going to get the cover that goes over top to help with it being outside. Your only choice that you make tonight is what color option do you want to bring at home. We have it in the light gray that you see up front. We also have it in the white. We have the sea salt gray, which is your most limited. And then we have it in the charcoal. Your item number is V86100. We are going to welcome in Elizabeth Watts. And Elizabeth, I need to know, did I get the colors right? Or did I mix my two up that I always do?
You absolutely got it right. You did it the first time. Yay, Justin.
Oh.
Celebration. Hey, by the way, props for all those crunches you were doing last hour. I was like, what? He's still crunching over there. Well, that machine looks awesome.
I get to cool down now. I actually wish I had this set up over there because I was sweating while I was doing all those crunches. If you're using this in your home gym, it's amazing. If you're using it on your back porch, at the beach, you name it, Elizabeth, this you can take with you everywhere.
Everywhere. So let me tell you, starting Monday, so what's today, Friday, I am going to a local music camp to spend the week. I'm not going to sleep there. I'm going to come home because it's near my house here. But it is going to be in the high 80s where I am. I'm not in Florida right now. I'm in North Carolina. But still, it's so hot. I was thinking, all I have to do is bring my cordless fan because, as you mentioned, it's also a tabletop fan. It can go anywhere with you. There's so many great ways to use it. There goes my remote. It does have a magnetic remote that lives on the back if you don't bump it off. But I mean, what a great idea for all of our wonderful summer activities, right? The picnics, you want to take it with you, go ahead, charge it up. It takes about 3 hours when it's totally dead. But you know, most of the time I leave mine plugged in. Like right now, I've got the base plugged in. I usually keep it by the bed because I actually like cross breeze as opposed to the down. You know, I have a ceiling fan, but I prefer the feel of the cross breeze. Yeah. So then I keep it plugged in, charged up there. But if I need it in the kitchen because I'm cooking and I want to make sure I cool things down, if I want to take it, I'm going to take it this week and use it at Celtic Week, which is what I'm going to go study Celtic music. You know, you can take it anywhere with you, including, as you mentioned, camping, all those wonderful games and things that we want to do over the summer, but it's just too darn hot. This will help us out.
We have had a couple of weeks here in Pennsylvania where it was very, very hot. We've also had thunderstorms that have rolled here throughout our area in Pennsylvania that have knocked out power for several people for 3 or 4 days at a time. This does not need to be plugged in to be used. I don't want to, like, you know, just go right by that. This is a battery, Elizabeth. Let's talk about the different settings to this and how long this battery may last for us, especially in that power outage.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a story where we lost power for 12 days last fall.
Wow.
And luckily, I know I didn't have the car charger with mine. So I actually used my EcoFlow. Thank goodness I had an EcoFlow. And I was able to keep it running. So it ran every single night on, I think, the 2 or 3 setting, plenty of speed to move the air. Like I put it in front of the window. We put it in front of the window so it would blow the air in. And that's why this becomes a need, not a want, right? We're all going to experience at sometime or other that power outage. On low, it will run a full 24 hours. Okay. So just think about that. Now, let me tell you some of the stats because we haven't even dived into that yet. There are 5 speeds plus a boost on this. So on low, it runs 24 hours. On the boost mode, it actually will be felt 70 feet away. I don't even know if my yard is 70 feet across. But this is a great way to be able to circulate that air outside and in. And then it has 3 oscillations. So this is just the first oscillation mode, which I think is like 45 degrees. Then the second one's 90, and then it goes all the way out to 180, which is a full spectrum of your entire room or your entire yard. And then when you add the mister, which we're going to talk about next, and we're going to show some video on this because obviously you and I can't show it at home, but the mister can be used cordless or corded on the tabletop version like this, or on the base. And basically what it is these 2 little nozzles take your garden hose, which you'll attach over here, and they turn that into the finest, beautiful misted air. And it actually will reduce the temperature of the air, the feel of the air by 10 degrees. Oh, and here we have it. This was out in our outside set at the studio when we had our TSV. And look at that beautiful mist. Doesn't that just remind you, Justin, of like being at a theme park or a fancy restaurant where you want to sit outside?
When you go to that theme park, you see everybody underneath that misting fan. There's also a reason, Elizabeth, why all of those theme parks invest that money into creating these misting fans, is because of how effective they are. And what I love about this is if you are somebody who loves to tan outside, if you are somebody who has a pool in your backyard, and you love to sit right beside it, but you want that nice, cool misting breeze, this is the way to be able to do it. All you've got to do is decide what color you want. Because remember, you get free shipping and handling on this, but that goes away in 52 minutes. I have the charcoal over here. Then I have the light gray. Here it is in the white. And then the sea salt gray. That was right, Elizabeth? That was one.
Yes, you got it.
Here we go. I just, I have gotten it wrong so many times that I'm just, looking to pat myself on the back on that one there. I always mix up these two over here every time.
Good job.
Thank you so much. Look, you can't go wrong on either of the colors, though. Any single one of them, they all do exactly the same thing. And what is it that they do? Well, they actually change from that pedestal to the tabletop. And it has a little tripod built into it. So you can put it on the tabletop and take this with you everywhere that you go. My good friend Mary DeAngelis, she has this fan. I've never seen a person get so passionate about a fan ever in my life until Mary DeAngelis first introduced me to this. And she loved it so much, and I know you know this story too. What she did was when she was visiting her parents, she purchased a fan that she had at her home. She was obsessed with it. She purchased a second one that is her fan at her parents' house. So her parents can use it when she's not there, but when Mary comes, that goes into her room. She uses it. She takes it everywhere. She loved it so much that she had to have more than one of them. I think when you think about our home setting and the places that we go within our home, if I'm using myself as an example today, I spent a lot of my day inside of my home office. I had the air conditioning on throughout the house, but I really only needed that one room totally cooled. Maybe I bring that thermostat up a little bit higher. Not a ton, because we want it to be cooled, but up a little bit more so it's a little more energy efficient, a little more cost effective, and I use this fan to be able to help cool down that room, the room that I'm using. Because it's portable and I can take it with me everywhere, I can take it from room to room to room, Elizabeth. It really is something that gives us so much versatility here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you're seeing here, even out to the garden, imagine cooling the air by 10 degrees while you're gardening or while you're playing sports, or like you said, working out. You can use it inside with the cord or with cordless, inside or out. I mean, that's the beauty and versatility of this fan. And Justin, I think when if anyone's wondering, oh, should I really get this? Read the reviews. I mean, people talk about all kinds of ways they're using it with their pets, right, to help cool their pets down.
Yes.
I always think of Buddy the bunny out on his hutch out on the deck, and this, this helps him. We talked with a mom when we were doing the TSV that was using this. She had to drive an hour away to take her son to treatment, and while he was there, she didn't want to be in. She had to be outside. It was hot, so she and the dog would sit under the tree with their Shark cordless fan for the hour that it took, and then drive back. So, I mean, all these different ways that you can use this to enhance your life. And I just want to talk a little bit about the design, if we can,
Please.
Justin, because I'm so proud of Shark for what they did here. You might notice here on the front, it's got a kind of a swirling design. Now that is on purpose so that it circulates the air in a circular pattern throughout the room. So that spreads the air throughout the room. Also, right on top, you do have controls. So you're able to turn it on and off, change the power setting there, as well as the oscillation. But of course, we love to talk about our little remote. And I know you're going to show it close up in the studio too, but this will turn it on. This will get your boost. You've got your speeds. You've got your oscillation. And this is, this is my favorite. Watch this. If I'm over on the other side of the room and I get a little warm, I don't have to even get up.
That is so nice and convenient.
The fan. That feels so good. And so anyway, just a fun little thing. It does live right on the back. So again, for design purposes, it looks great. It's sleek. It's built right in. It also is easy to clean because we do want you to be able to use this outdoors. There's one little screw, and we even give you the hex wrench when you get it. So you'll get that in there. You simply take that off. This whole front piece comes off, as well as the blades inside. And everything is a high quality plastic. It's not metal. And that's because we want you to use it outside. So you're going to take it when you want to put it in the stand. Just put the little feet down and watch this. It will even line itself up and lock itself in place. So now it's nice and sturdy. And this whole unit weighs about 12 pounds like this, but as we talked about before, you can take it apart and have 6 pounds in one hand, 6 pounds in the other hand. Super easy to use that way. And I'll show you one other thing here, Justin. When you're using the mister, what you're going to do, of course, is put your hose into this side, right? Then you're just going to slide this right here. And if you're using it with a pedestal, you can even put it, there's a little guide that you can put on the base, which is cool. Now, I've got mine plugged in, but you don't have to use it plugged in. If you want to use it as a mister without the plug, you can totally do that. All you need is a garden hose. So, so many great ways to use this fan. It's so innovative, and Shark really, I think, thought of everything. Don't you think, Justin?
Every single thing that you need is in this fan. The battery covered you 24 hours on that low setting. How about oscillation? You got it. What about the ability to tilt this up and down? Yeah, and it still oscillates too. We covered that as well. The back, that's where you're going to find that remote control that magnetically connects to this. Easy to be able to control whether you want to press the buttons that are built into the top of this or on the side. Now you see this fan in the tabletop setting. Well, pretty easy for me to just put those legs down, to come on over here over to the pedestal, snap it into place. You're going to hear it lock in. Now you've got that pedestal fan. This one is your charcoal. If you like that charcoal, that's what you're looking at right there. Next to that, then, we see the sea salt gray. I'm sorry, light gray. No, I told you I was gonna mess it up. Then we have it in the white. That's our most popular one, is the white. And then we have it in the sea salt gray. Every single one does have the little gold trim around the side of it, which I love. Every single one of them is rechargeable. You're getting the mister, you're getting the car charger, you're getting the cover. You have free shipping and handling on this, so don't miss out on the free shipping and handling here. Plus, keep in mind that everything on QVC.com right now is free shipping and handling, but that does go away at the end of the day for our event. So our free shipping and handling event does end in 45 minutes. If you've been shopping with us all day long, don't forget to check out your cart, because if you do it tomorrow, you'll pay the shipping and handling for a lot of those items. This does have free shipping and handling, which we love, plus a savings of $50 on it. Together, between the shipping and the savings from the QVC price, you're looking at $66 in savings right now. But let's talk about the name that we see on the screen right there, Shark. Elizabeth, they're pretty popular, aren't they?
Yeah, it's funny. I started with Shark all the way back in 2001, and it was a small family company that was really just getting into electronic retail, which is, basically TV shopping. And, I've seen it grow. I've seen it change and evolve. And it's really exciting to me to have been with a company so long that still is making quality products and innovating. I mean, who would have ever thought of a cordless tabletop pedestal fan that you can mist with, that you can take anywhere? And in fact, Justin, just to prove how much I love this fan, can we show my guest home video? I actually took this to the park and did yoga,
Oh, I'd
amongst
love to see
other
that.
things, on my bike.
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna yeah, here we
Okay,
go. This is your video. We'll
cue
take
it
a
up.
look at.
Okay, thanks. Using it everywhere, inside and out. With its powerful breeze and long battery life, I can take it anywhere I need to cool off. If I have a plug nearby, like here in the kitchen, it's charging while in use. It's quieter than my dishwasher. Now, when I unplug